I have tried many times to put on false eyelashes. I have been so awful at it. I end up ruining them and I throw them away. But every once in a while I see something or something reminds me and I think, oh, wouldn't that be so much simpler than putting on mascara? And I try again. Well, I tried again. And this is the first time in several attempts that I actually have them semi holding on to my eyelids in semi proximity to where they're supposed to be. But I do have one edge coming off. And as the video goes on, you may see that I turn into Lucille Ball in Cheaper by the Dozen. I don't know if you've ever seen it. If you haven't seen the original Cheaper by the Dozen, it's definitely worth it. That woman was so amazing. But the guy's kids were spiking her drinks and she had no idea, and she was getting just shit-faced without knowing what was happening. And at one point her false eyelash is hanging down and she's a sloppy mess and she starts crying. It's funny. So you may see this little thing snaking down the side of my face at some point, or I may just reach up and pull it off and hope I don't pull out my own little pathetic eyelashes. I transmute energy for the collective, something I never was aware of. Probably I have been doing it much of my life and just didn't understand why I was always so overwhelmed by the energy of others, especially after I learned how to protect against that. Yesterday, I was picking up energy from a collective that I've heard many times now is quite angry. And I'm all for that, actually, because as someone who never released any kind of significant anger for many, many decades, I know how bad that can be for us to just hold it in or pretend it's not there. So when I get angry at the stupidest little things, I know that in part it's the stupid little thing, but primarily I am transmuting energy for the collective. Yesterday was quite different, though. It wasn't anger. I knew I felt strange. And I'm lucky because I can talk to my spiritual team, and if you think you can't or haven't tried, please do try. Because, I would go through so much more anxiety than I do if I couldn't speak to them, know they're there for me, get help from them, get answers from them. And I finally spoke to my spiritual team and I said, I don't know what this is that I am feeling today, but I do know it feels awful and I don't want to feel it anymore. What the hell is going on? I feel like I don't have any love left. I don't have any compassion. I don't have any understanding for myself or any creature. I just feel this awful feeling and I don't understand. I don't even feel like me. This is what may be triggering. It was hatred. I was full of hatred, and that is something that I haven't allowed myself to feel. So I was unfamiliar with it. I knew it felt really shitty, and I knew it was crowding out anything good that I wanted to feel. I just wanted to quit feeling it, but I can't just let something go without knowing what it's all about. Hatred. Now, I think for a lot of us, we were taught, oh, you can't say that you hate someone, that's a sin, or that would make you such a terrible person. I will use I hate, I don't know, Brussels sprouts, or I really hate that I have to do blah, blah, blah. But I don't say, I hate your guts, you son of a bitch, whatever. You just have always shied away from hatred. And so I was told that this is going on in the collective, but also that I needed to acknowledge that hatred has to be recognized as something I'm entitled to feel myself also. I've been through a lot, especially in my childhood. And what happens to us in our childhood, of course, influences our adulthood. That was weird, but I'm not going to edit that. I'm hoping to not have to edit it at all, but we'll see. And so what I was given as a tool is to express hatred, but not against a person if I'm so uncomfortable with that. And that really helped me release a lot. So instead of, I hate you, Mom, for what you did to me, I could say, I hate that you put me through what you did. I hate that it influenced me in the negative way that it did. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to direct it at the person. You can direct it at the actions a person prompted or made happen. So I put my ugly face on. I might have been ugly crying too. I honestly don't remember. I ranted and I raved and I released so much of that hatred, my own and that of the collective. If you are feeling like there's just something more, or if you wake up with this feeling you can't identify like I did, hatred might be something to consider. But the whole point, of course, was to express what I needed to express and then release it. Oh boy, did it feel good to release it, and I felt so much better afterward. I'm not telling you to hate. I'm not telling you that you have to feel hatred if you don't. But if you think that might be something you need to acknowledge, express, and then release, it made a world of difference for me. You know, this is a surprising kind of time, for me anyway, with all these things coming up, just one after another, that show me that my efforts to heal are worth it. Even though I can't say that I've had any amazing reward, dharma, you know, something as a present to say thank you for your good work. Just figuring things out and releasing has been a gift, but a gift that I'm giving to myself. And now I'm going to sign off, but I want to go back to what I said toward the beginning, which was me expressing to my spiritual team, I feel like I don't have any love, I don't have any compassion, I don't have any understanding. There's no room for anything except this awful feeling, which turned out to be hatred. So if you are someone that knows you are holding on to hatred, and you have been balking at forgiving the people so you can let it go, just remember, there was no room for that good stuff. We do have to clear some of the old shit out before we can let the new good shit come in. All right.